Today we will discuss about IC engine, internal combustion engine. This is important aspect of basic mechanical engineering. This comes under the category of heat engine. Heat engine. What is heat engine? Heat engine is a machine for converting heat, and that heat is being developed by burning of fuel, and that burning of fuel, the chemical energy available inside the fuel is converted into heat energy, and that heat energy is converted into useful work. It can be said that heat engine is equipment which generate thermal energy and transform it into mechanical energy. How heat engines are classified? There are so many methods on which the classification of heat engine can be we can discuss. Number one is based on combustion of fuel, how the fuel is burned, whether it is inside the engine or it is outside the engine, and accordingly these are categorized as external combustion engine and internal combustion engine. In external combustion engine, the working medium, say for example the steam, that steam is generated in the boiler, and this boiler is located outside the engine and allowed this steam into the cylinder to operate the piston to do some mechanical work, and that's why it is known as external combustion engine. On the other hand, in an internal combustion engine, the combustion of fuel take place inside the engine cylinder, and heat is generated within the cylinder, and this heat is added to the air which is present inside the cylinder, and thus the pressure of the air is increased in a large value. This high pressure air moves the piston which rotates the crankshaft, and thus mechanical work is done. Now, the second classification is based on the fuel used. Accordingly, IC engine or heat engine can be categorized as type of fuel used. That is, one, diesel engine in which diesel is used as a fuel. Second is petrol engine in which petrol is used as a fuel. And third category is gas engine where propane, butane or methane gases are used as a fuel. The third category is based on ignition of the fuel, and accordingly they are termed as spark ignition engine and compression ignition engine. Spark ignition engines are also known as carburetor type of engine in which carburetor is used. In petrol engine, carburetors are used. So petrol engines are considered as or called as spark ignition engine. In spark ignition engine, a mixture of air and fuel is drawn into the engine cylinder. Ignition of the fuel is done by using a spark plug, and the spark plug produces a spark and ignite the air fuel mixture. Such combustion is called constant volume combustion. In the case of compression, second category is compression ignition engine. It is basically diesel engine. In compression ignition engine, air is compressed alone inside the cylinder. Due to this, the temperature of compressed air increases up to 700 to 900 degrees centigrade, and at this stage diesel is sprayed into the cylinder in fine droplet form with the help of fuel injector. As due to high temperature, the fuel gets ignited, and this type of combustion is called constant pressure combustion because the pressure inside the cylinder is almost constant when the combustion is taking place. Now, the fourth type on which we can classify the engines are based on working cycle. The 4-stroke cycle engine and 2-stroke cycle engine. In 4-stroke cycle engine, the cycle is completed. Complete cycle is completed in 2 revolution of the crankshaft, that is 720 degree rotation of crankshaft, and then and it is called 4-stroke cycle engine. And in 2-stroke cycle engine, the cycle is completed in 1 revolution of the crankshaft, that is 360 degree rotation of crank, It is called two-stroke cycle engine. Now, the construction of an IC engine. The IC engine, whether it is petrol engine or diesel engine, as a matter of fact, IC engine converts the reciprocating motion of the piston into rotary motion of the crankshaft by means of connecting rod. So, the piston which reciprocate inside the cylinder is a very close fit in the cylinder. Piston rings are inserted in the circumferential groove of the piston to prevent any leakage of the gases from sides of the piston. Usually a cylinder is bored in a cylinder block and a gasket, gasket made of usually made of copper sheet or asbestos in is inserted uh, between the cylinder and the cylinder head to avoid any leakage. The combustion space is provided at the top of the cylinder head where combustion takes place. The connecting rod connects the piston and the crankshaft. The end of the connecting rod connecting the piston is called a small end, and a pin that is called guzzon pin or wrist pin or piston pin is provided for connecting the piston and the connecting rod at the smaller end. The other end of the connecting rod connecting the crankshaft is called big end. When piston is moved up and down, the motion is transmitted to the crankshaft by means of a connecting rod, and the crankshaft makes rotary motion. So here the reciprocating motion is converted into rotary motion of the crankshaft. The crankshaft rotate in main bearing which are fitted in the crankcase. A flywheel is provided at one end of the crankshaft for smoothing the uneven torque produced by the engine. There is an oil sump at the bottom of the engine which contains lubricating oil for lubricating different parts of the engine. Working principle. Now we will discuss working principle of IC engine, whether it is 4-stroke cycle engine or 2-stroke cycle engine. It's a simple working principle of IC engine. In any IC engine, a mixture of fuel with correct amount of air is exploded in an engine cylinder which is closed at one end. As a result of this explosion, heat is released, and this heat causes the pressure of the burning gases to increase. This pressure forces a close fitting piston to move down the cylinder, and the movement of piston is transmitted to the crankshaft by a connecting rod, and so that the crankshaft starts rotating and turns a flywheel connected to it. Power is taken from the rotating crankshaft to do the mechanical work, and to obtain continuous rotation of the crankshaft, the explosion has to be repeated continuously. Before the explosion to take place, the used gases are expelled out from the cylinder, and then fresh showers of the fuel and air are admitted into the cylinder, and the piston moved back to its starting position. And this sequence of events taking place in an engine is called the working cycle of the engine. The sequence of events taking place inside the engines are as follows. Number 1, that is admission of air or air fuel mixture inside the engine cylinder. Now it depends on the type of engine. In the case of petrol engine, air and petrol mixture, the mixture of air and petrol enters inside the cylinder, and in the case of diesel engine, air alone enters inside the engine cylinder during suction stroke, and this stroke, the first event, is known as suction stroke. In the second stroke, compression stroke, is also known as compression stroke, and in compression stroke, compression of the air or air fuel mixture takes place inside the engine cylinder. Now the third stroke, in third stroke, just at the end of compression stroke, injection of fuel in compressed air for ignition of the fuel or ignition of air fuel mixture by an electric spark using using a spark plug to produce thermal power inside the cylinder. It again depends on the type of engine. In the case of petrol engine, we use spark plug, and in the case of diesel engine, we use injector pump. fuel injection pump and injector to inject the fuel in the small droplet form at the end of compression stroke to produce power to and that's why this stroke is known as power stroke or working stroke or expansion stroke. Now all these three processes followed by fourth process that is called exhaust stroke, in exhaust stroke removal of all the burned gases from the cylinder to receive fresh charge. This stroke is known as exhaust stroke. Now here important to note that charge means admitting fresh air into the cylinder in the case of compression ignition engine, that is diesel engine, or admitting a mixture of air and fuel into the cylinder in the case of spark ignition engine. The four-stroke cycle engine. Again, it is whether it is diesel or petrol, it's hardly a matter. What is the working of four-stroke cycle engine? In four-stroke cycle engine, the four events, namely suction, compression, power, followed by exhaust, take place inside the engine cylinder. The four events are completed in four stroke of the piston, means two revolution of the crankshaft. In each stroke of the piston travels 180 degree from TDC to BDC and from BDC to TDC. Again, it is 180 degree rotation of crank. The engine has got valves for controlling the inlet of the charge and the outlet of the exhaust gases. The opening and closing of the valve is controlled by cam, which is fitted on the camshaft. The camshaft is driven by a crankshaft with the help of suitable gears or chains. The camshaft normally runs at a half the speed of the crankshaft. And the event taking place in an IC engines are suction stroke, followed by compression stroke, then power stroke, or we can say it is a working stroke, expansion stroke, and the fourth one is the exhaust stroke. Now, here you can see the various strokes, number of four strokes in for IC engine. We'll discuss one by one. During suction stroke, here we can see inlet valve. It remains open. What happens in the suction stroke? Piston starts moving from topmost position to its bottommost position, or we can say piston starts moving from top dead center position to bottom dead center position. When piston is just about to start and starts moving from TDC to BDC, then pressure inside the cylinder just above the piston top reduces and there is vacuum inside the cylinder. Vacuum, due to creation of vacuum inside the cylinder, the pressure outside the cylinder, which is atmospheric pressure, is higher as compared to the pressure inside the cylinder. Due to high outside pressure, fresh charge, air and petrol enters inside the cylinder in the case of petrol engine, or air alone enters the engine cylinder in the case of diesel engine with the help of inlet valve, which is open during the suction stroke, and this continues till the piston attains its bottom dead center position. And when piston moves from TDC to bottom dead center BDC, the crank rotated by an amount of 180 degree. Now, after that, in second stroke, piston again starts moving from BDC to TDC. While piston is moving from BDC to TDC, the charge which is available at top of the piston starts compressing. Due to the compression of the charge, both the valve, inlet and outlet valve, remains closed, and high pressure is created inside the just above top of the piston. And due to this high pressure, this continuously increases when piston is moving from BDC to TDC. When piston is just about to reach its top dead center position, and just before that, the spark plug is used to ignite the fuel in the case of petrol engine, and fuel injectors are used for in the case of diesel engine for injecting the diesel fuel inside the cylinder. Now, due to spark production, the fuel will get automatically ignited, fuel gets ignited, and due to which the high pressure gases are formed, and these high pressure gases will try to expand, and these exert pressure on the piston, and due to which high pressure gases piston again starts moving from TDC to BDC and expansion of gases take place. This stroke is known as power stroke. Now what happened in the exhaust stroke? In exhaust stroke, the whole again piston moves from BDC to TDC. During this stroke, the arrangement is made in such a way that exhaust valve remain open during the exhaust stroke, and all the burned gases escape out from the cylinder as to empty it, and then this process continue when piston reaches attained its top dead center position. This stroke is known as exhaust stroke. Now, in this completes a one cycle. This completes a one cycle during which the crank rotates by an amount of 720 degree, means 2 revolutions of the crank. Now, the working of two-stroke cycle engines, the petrol engines, for example, in two-stroke cycle, in the whole sequence of event, that is suction and compression, power and exhaust, are completed in two-stroke of pistons. That is one revolution of crankshaft. There is no valve in this type of engine. There is no valve in two-stroke engine. In the instead of valve, there are ports. There are 3 ports. One is inlet port, outlet port, and a transfer port. Gas movement takes place through holes, such ports. The crankcase of the engine is airtight, in which the crankshaft rotates. This is the working of two-stroke engine. In figure 1 and 2, A, B and C and D, there are basically two stroke. One is upward stroke and second one is downward stroke. During upward stroke, both suction and compression take place, and during downward stroke, both power and exhaust take place. Now, upward stroke of the piston, suction plus compression. When the piston moves upward, it covers 2 of the port, the exhaust port and the transfer port, which are normally almost opposite to each other. This traps the charge of air-fuel mixture drawn already into the cylinder. Further, upward movement of the piston compresses the charge and also uncovers the suction port. Now, fresh mixture is drawn through this port into the crankcase. Just before the end of this stroke, the mixture in the cylinder is ignited by a spark plug. Thus, during this stroke, both suction and compression events are completed. Now, what happened in the downward stroke of the piston? In downward stroke of the piston, power and exhaust stroke take place simultaneously. Now, burning of the fuel raises the temperature and pressure of the gases, which forces the piston to move down the cylinder. When the piston moves down, it closes the suction port, trapping the fresh charge drawn into the crankcase during the previous upward stroke. Further downward movement of the piston uncovers first the exhaust port and then the transfer port. Now, fresh charge in the crankcase moves into the cylinder through the transfer port, driving out the burnt gases through the exhaust port. Now, special shaped piston crown deflect the incoming mixture up around the cylinder so that it can help in driving out the exhaust gases, and this process is known as scavenging process. And during the downward stroke of the piston, power and exhaust events are completed. The comparison between two-stroke and four-stroke engine. In the case of four-stroke engine, one power stroke for every 2 revolution of the crankshaft will get. In the case of two-stroke engine, one power stroke for each revolution of the crankshaft will get. Which means we can say two-stroke engine, we get 2 power stroke in 2 revolution of the crankshaft. In every revolution of the crankshaft, we will get power stroke. So theoretically, in two-stroke engine will develop twice power as compared to four-stroke engine if the capacity, the size, all weight, all things are equal. Now, in the case of four-stroke engine, there are inlet and exhaust valve in the engine, but in two-stroke, instead of valves, there are ports. In four-stroke, crankcase is not fully closed and airtight, but it is essentially required that crankcase is fully closed and airtight in the case of two-stroke engine. Top of the piston compresses the charge, but in the case of two-stroke, both sides of the piston compresses the charge. Size of the flywheel is comparatively larger in four-stroke engine and it is smaller in two-stroke engine. Fuel is fully consumed, but in the case of two-stroke engine, there is a possibility of unburnt fuel particles. So fuel is not fully consumed; it is partially consumed. So weight of engine per HP horsepower is high, but in the case of two-stroke, it is comparatively low. Thermal efficiency of four-stroke engine is high and it is low for two-stroke engine. The removal of exhaust gases easy in the case of two-stroke engine and removal of exhaust gases comparatively difficult in the case of two-stroke engine. Torque produced is even, but torque produced is less even in two-stroke engine. It is even in four-stroke engine. For a given weight, engine would give only half the power of two-stroke. For the same weight, two-stroke engine gives twice the power that of the four-stroke engine, as we have already discussed earlier. The working principle of diesel engine. The working of diesel engine is different as compared to petrol engine. The basic component of diesel engines are cylinder, piston, injector, valve, connecting rod and crankshaft. In diesel engine, only air is drawn into the cylinder. The engine has high compression ratio, hence the air in the cylinder attains very high temperature and pressure at the end of compression stroke. At the end of compression stroke, the fuel is sprayed into the cylinder in atomized form using fuel injectors. Due to high temperature, the fuel gets ignited, begins to burn and produce a lot of heat. Due to the heat, the gases expands, moves the piston downwards and rotate the crankshaft. The torque available at the rotating crankshaft is used to do any mechanical work. There are various features of diesel engine. These are: engine has high compression ratio, which is ranging from 14:1 to 22:1. During compression stroke, the engine attains high pressure ranging from 30 to 45 kg per centimeter square and high temperature of the order of above 500 degrees centigrade. At the end of the compression stroke, fuel is injected into the cylinder through injector atomizer at a very high pressure ranging from 120 to 200 kg per centimeter square. Ignition takes place due to heat of compression only. There is no external spark in diesel engine. Diesel engine has better slogging and lagging ability, that is, it maintains higher torque for a longer duration of time at a lower speed. What is the difference between diesel engine and petrol engine? It has got no carburetor, ignition coil and spark plug in diesel engine, but in petrol engine we have carburetor, ignition coil, spark plug. In diesel engine there is compression ratio varies from 14:1 to 22:1, but in the case of petrol engine the compression ratio varies from 5:1 to 8:1. It is used diesel as a fuel, but in petrol engine, petrol or gasoline or power kerosene used as a fuel. Only air is sucked inside the cylinder in suction stroke, but in the case of petrol engine, mixture of fuel and air is sucked in the cylinder in suction stroke. It has got fuel injection pump and injector. It has got no fuel injection pump and injector. Instead, it has got carburetor and ignition coil. Fuel is injected in combustion chamber where burning of fuel takes place due to heat of compression. Air fuel mixture is compressed in the combustion chamber in the case of petrol engine when it is ignited by an electric spark. The thermal efficiency of diesel engine varies from 32 to 38%, but the thermal efficiency of petrol engine is low as compared to diesel engine, and it varies from 25 to 32%. Engine weight per horsepower is high, but in the case of petrol engine it is less, comparatively less. Operating cost is low for diesel engine and operating cost is high for petrol engine. Compression pressure inside the cylinder varies from 35 to 45 kg per centimeter and temperature is about 500 degrees centigrade, and compression pressure in the case of petrol engine varies from 6 to 10 kg per centimeter and temperature is about 260 degree centigrade.